Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with IRS. Welcome to my YouTube station. Today I'm going to talk to you today about tax resolution companies, the good, the bad, and the ugly about them. I'm a former IRS agent. I've worked 10 years at IRS. I am a national expert in IRS resolution matters. I've been in practice for 40 years. I have been on the national news many times. I've been on Fox twice, ABC, The Briefing Room, bunch of stations. Welcome anyway to my YouTube station. I have about 7,000, over 7,000 subscribers. Many of you have come to me because of the national news interviews I've had. I welcome you. I do these videos for 3 reasons. So you don't get ripped off. I give you good information. Many of them is just a public service, so you know what's going on, and I try to give you insider information from IRS. I want to tell you today about tax resolution companies, IRS resolution companies, the good, the bad, and the ugly. There's a lot of good companies out there. You have to know who you're contacting and know some boundaries. So what I'm going to try to do is mix everything together to tell you both the bad and the ugly, the good, and everything. When people have IRS problems, many people are grabbing for and gravitating for settling their tax debt with Internal Revenue Service. You see an ad, oh, I want to settle the debt. At IRS, I was a revenue officer. I taught the offer and compromise program at Internal Revenue Service. So I accepted offers and I denied offers and compromise. So I know those programs, and everyone's advertising you can settle your debt for pennies on a dollar. While in fact that's true, about 80% of the people who file offers, they don't get accepted. And because they shouldn't have been filed, most are by tax resolution companies, I'm guessing, that don't know really one hand from the next, but salespeople kind of convince people they can settle their case through the offer and compromise program, and really, in fact, they can't. They can. So I just want to give you a tip today. I repeat this over and over and over so people get it, so you don't get ripped off. Many of the bigger tax resolution companies use salespeople, and they're very aggressive. They're trying to sell you something. They can't sell you something. Some of people are shady. You don't know what they're talking about. You don't know the truth, but they have a good pitch. The next thing you know, you've given them a check, and at the end of the day, you're not going to go anywhere. And let me tell you why. If you have a tax problem and you need tax resolution, there's only 3 people that can speak on your behalf to Internal Revenue Service, either an attorney, a CPA, or an enrolled agent. If you're not speaking to one of those 3 people, okay, the people don't know what they're talking about, because those are the only people licensed to speak to IRS on your behalf. Just letting you know. So when you have a problem, you have to speak to an expert. Now, I don't know whether it's possible that the attorney or the CPA or enrolled agent haven't really worked that many cases. You don't know. You have to find out and ask who is working your case and how many cases they've worked. And based on the case you have, what in fact are the results that you can expect. When you call me or my firm, I can tell you the results you're going to get. One firm says, well, they don't have a crystal ball. You can have a crystal ball, in fact, if you know the facts of the case. If you owe debt and you give a professional like me your financial statement, I will tell you how your case is going to end, whether you can settle the debt, whether you're going to go currently non-collectible, or in fact, whether you can file for the offer and compromise, or even a payment agreement. So at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you know who you're calling so you do not get ripped off. No matter who you're calling, speak to an attorney, a CPA, or enrolled agent. And here's one other tip. Zoom the people, Zoom them, Zoom me, Zoom whoever. Find out what the result is based on your case. Anyone worth their salt, if they look at your financial statement and see your case, will tell you exactly how it's going to end, because you have the experience, in fact, to do that. So when you look at the good, bad, and ugly, You make the decision. But once again, if you're not speaking to one of those three categories of people, chances are you're speaking to a salesman and you're going to get ripped off. And you don't need that. Don't look at reviews. Don't look at star ratings. People control all those. That's not what you're looking for. You got to speak to the person working your case. If you do, you won't get in trouble that way. Give me a subscription if you would. I'd appreciate it. I tell you the truth. I got loads of video. I think I got 1,500 YouTubes. I speak about everything. And if you want me to do a YouTube on something, just let me know and I'll consider doing it if it helps the general public. Thank you so much.